Should have texted me, boss. Like and sub and hit the all notifications bell for more great content. Thanks, bro. Emoji call me hand.
From M&T Bank Stadium.
Three 5-5. Let's get into 1000.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Snowballs in the air.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. With the snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
James Prochet deep for Baltimore.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. The drive will start with an option going left. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Love the content. Look at the grunt, emoji eyes, emoji eyes, emoji smiling face with sunglasses,
and he'll take it
emoji
up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what
Chaos
it's like at
Bank
the
still
start of a
jumping
game
in
with the
my
opponent.
phone.
Mostert hit, and he drops the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 15 now. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. Steps away. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Prochet on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we
Wait,
draw up, it's about those Jimmies and Joes.
cause I thought
And when
it
you
was
have a
your
punt
runner
returner,
and I'm
he's one of those
confused
Jimmies
as
and
to
Joes, one of the
normal.
best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off.
Okay, so now
Certainly
I see
found some
said the
bonus yards
blind
there
man to
beyond the
his
first down
stepson,
marker.
LOL.
And this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Ready?
As he pisses into the wind.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Tua now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mostert is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. A nice stick and stop for a loss here from Jalen Phillips.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
I sub and like this video.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
This is a boot game.
Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Jackson will throw again. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Open man is Duvernay. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
No, he missed the PAT.
What
No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Tua. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Chuck Clark, the one in coverage, and he breaks up the pass. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
On third down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, to get to the first down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's Tua. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, the final shot before half, being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On 3rd down, Jackson. eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 0-1, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tucker roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out as confidently as they've been playing. I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Miami set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff, now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. This is caught. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Second down and goal. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Wilson with a first down carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here's Jackson to throw.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards.
And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On second down, a run with Dolphins.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This offense returns to the field, led by Devin Duvernay at wide receiver.
When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. Getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. 36 yards on the play.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught. For Ravens. Touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
35 yards.
And the Ravens have pretty well put it away in the 4th quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Tua going to throw. He'll buy some time right. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
Steps up to a hit, and the ball is out. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Tua setting up shop to throw again.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. And that will be incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Tua on fourth down. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Second down, here's an option right.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And I think the ball's out.
I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Tua to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On the draw, it's Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Here's Tua. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Tua. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Tagovailoa.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Tua. Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Throwing. The ball comes out, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sideline.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at those. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now Jackson. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.